What's up, guys? My name is Fiona Rene, and you're watching likez TV.
Hey,
Hi.
hello, Fiona.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It is nice to meet you.
It's such a pleasure. What cool glasses you have.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because
Very cool.
actually I'm blind.
You and me both.
No, not really, not really. So I'm so glad to have you on this podcast. Just first of all, how are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm a little nervous for the show, but I'm feeling great, and I'm feeling grateful to be in Los Angeles, and I love the fall. How are you?
Yeah. The fall is nice in Los Angeles, in California.
Yeah.
Actually, in France, this is a different thing. You know, it's more cold and rainy. And
I
everything.
know. I know, especially like October. Are you in Paris?
Yeah, I was in Paris just last week because I work in Paris, but I'm in a town the second town of France, the second biggest town in France called Lyon.
Lyon.
It's by train, it's 2 hours down
Yes.
Paris, so it's more in the south, but not
Yes.
really in the south.
I
but
love
it's okay.
France.
Come
I
anytime
miss it. I love it so much.
because you were in France before.
I worked in Paris for a few years. Désolé,
yeah,
mon
really?
français, c'est très, très mal, mais
Oh, that's nice.
will.
You work in Paris in what? In filming?
I used to direct at Le Manoir de Paris.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Really?
the Musée Hanté?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to direct their shows there.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. I love this place.
Yeah, it was a fun 5 years of my life.
5 years in France.
I helped them open it up, and we wrote some shows together, and then I left. I said, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to LA.
I'm going back to California. So Fiona, we're here to talk about the new show on Prime Video, the new Amazon original. I know what you did last summer. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it because I remember back in the 90s. Actually, it was a summer 1997. Yeah, the first one. Oh, time goes by too fast. I'm getting older and older.
I know. A lot of us who are around for that film franchise, we have lots of expectations, but we loved like the horror, gory, teen, sexy party. Yeah, and I think that's what you'll get.
Yeah, I hope. I remember big slasher movies like Scream franchise and Urban Legend, and there were summer movies, and I was a teenager, and I was like, it was so much fun to go with your friends to a theater and enjoy those bloody movies. It was so much fun. I know you can't tell too much until the release, of course, but we all know the plot. Bunch of kids kill someone during their graduation night, and then the next summer someone knows what they did, and a stranger came back from the dead to seek vengeance. But can you tell us more about your experience in the show and how much it was different from the original movies?
I mean, I really enjoyed what our showrunner said in one of her interviews. She said that it's a story for its time. So the original story was Lois Duncan's books. And then in the 90s, you had the film franchise. And now in the 2020s, you've got the TV reboot. And I think each story has significance and is very similar in the aspect that it's a group of characters who all have secrets and they all have fears. And not only is there like this external struggle happening with like this murderer, but there's also a whole bunch of internal struggles happening with all of these like people not wanting to get their secrets out in the open. And I think that is a commonality through all of the different franchises, but this one is definitely for its time. It feels like 2021. It's fresh, it's new. The cast is amazing. All of the teenagers or the high school students, they're phenomenal people and they're super fun to work with. So I think people are going to really enjoy it. Even people from this generation who didn't really know about the film or book franchise, and then people from
like us,
our
people
generation.
like us.
Yeah, exactly. 80s babies.
Yeah, that's it. But Fiona, can you tell us more about your character, Lila? That's it. Your character is Lila.
Lila Calais.
Yeah.
She
I don't know. I guess she's a strong woman, right?
She's a pretty strong woman. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Badass.
Yeah, she has some interesting story and her own interesting box of secrets as well. So it was really interesting to kind of like dig into her and fun to play in her. And we shot, in Hawaii, which is so interesting because it's like this, everyone thinks of Hawaii as this like beautiful, fun, peaceful, joyous space, which really it was, especially getting to shoot there. But the story being placed upon that backdrop really shows like this crazy juxtaposition because there's not a lot of peace to be had. And there's a lot of, Lila is always like on the move, and whether it's her personal life or her work life, like it is constant almost struggle, and it's not as joyous and peaceful as you may expect.
So you shot in Hawaii. That's a nice place because I had a chance, to go to 4x to Tahiti. It's like their neighborhood. It's like because Tahiti, it's from France. All the people there speak French. And Hawaii, So are you from your origins? Are you from Asian or from Hawaii or something?
When I got to Hawaii, everyone was like, "Oh, you're Hawaiian." Like,
that was the same for me. That's why I'm asking you.
Right? Maybe you're half as well. I'm Chinese, Irish origin. So I'm a Hapa, which, everyone in Hawaii, not everyone, but a lot of people in Hawaii are Hapa. The Hawaiian people were so lovely. And the culture, I learned so much about the culture while I was there because Lila is from there. I have learned a little bit of Pidgin. I'm very bad at it. I'll never try and do it until I get it right. But the culture was just everything I could ever want. Food, family, love, laughs. I mean, they really live by that. So. Yeah,
this is really about, the spirits, and in Tahiti, they call it the mana. The mana is the spirit of the island. And I guess it's the same in Hawaii.
It's the same in Hawaii. Yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure.
Fiona, James Wan is one of the producers. And when it's about horror and James Wan is around, it's a good sign, I guess.
Yeah. He's had a lot of stuff come out over the past couple of years. And I haven't actually been able to he was on the Zoom call, but I didn't see him on set. So, there's a part of me that was like, did you like what I did, James?
That was my following question, because, he's a master of horror. He's a genius, and he was really involved, in the artistic direction, so you shot a scene and felt, this is James Wan style, something like this.
We had some really cool directors. Logan, my gosh, they are amazing. And our showrunner, Sarah Goodman, she was really at the front of that ship, driving that ship. And a lot of her vision mixed with the directorial vision is where I really think a lot of our shots are coming from. So I would really throw it to them. But I know James and Michael Clear and some of our other executive producers, all of the shots had to go through them to get to the screen, to the Amazon screen. So a lot of approval processes involved.
So they valid all the things you did?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's very sexy.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure. No worries.
There's a lot of sexy moments. There's a lot of blood. And
Tell me it's gory. Tell me it's gory.
oh,
Please.
it's gory.
I want a gory thing, for Halloween.
John, you are gonna get what you want, okay? And I'm the same way. I just watched the original Halloween, and I watched the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And Halloween was good, but it was slow, and there was no blood.
No
and
blood.
I was like, I want blood.
It was the ambience. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Me too. I want blood.
Nightmare on Elm Street had a lot of blood. I laughed a lot. So yeah, I know what you did last summer. You'll get a lot of blood. You can expect a death per episode at least.
Ooh, that's nice.
And it'll be fun and gory. But there's also a lot of like really sexy moments. Madison Eisman is a gorgeous, sexy lass, and I love her. So you'll definitely find yourself moving between parties and fun and sex and blood, but it all really boils down to like tragedy. I think you'll really enjoy kind of finding the character depth unfold as they are having so much fun.
I can't wait. I just can't wait. Fiona, what was your favorite moment, or scene to film? I'm sure there's a lot.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I have
something epic.
Yeah, there. To be honest, there was a lot of like intimacy in this series, and I'm really grateful for the cast that we had because I felt very comfortable in any intimate moments. And those.
Oh, so you have romance?
I don't know. You might find out. But to be honest, one of the coolest scenes to film for me was, and I think you can see some of it in the trailer. Where there is a landscape where the caves are, and when you're standing on top of this huge mountainous rock, which was once maybe a volcano, and you're just overlooking the ocean, and all of the workers working. I mean, the amount of people. I just have to do a shout out right now to all of the crew members. And you're like looking over this big cliff into the water and seeing hundreds of people in their high vis hats, carrying lights and poles. And what was so moving for me was just to see like the amount of people on this team putting this show together. I mean, there are the actors that you guys are going to see in the show, but the amount of people behind the scenes to get this thing to work because of our location, because of the dangerous weather elements, because of night shots, like it took more than a village to put this thing together. And so the most moving part for me was to like stand there, we're about to shoot, I'm looking at this beautiful view, and then I'm seeing all of these people that are working together to make this thing happen. I mean, I think I got emotional quite a few times when I had moments like that.
That's amazing. Yeah, we give them credit for that because we know behind the scenes it's unbelievable.
We would be nowhere without them. We wouldn't have a show. Y'all wouldn't even have a show.
And you shot during the pandemic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we shot January to end of May 2020. And it was very isolating.
2020?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. So you've been shy.
Sorry, 2021. My apologies.
Oh, yeah. Because it was all because January was like, oh, there's a pandemic's coming up. We have to move.
Sorry, no, January of 2021.
So this year, yeah.
This year, yeah.
I told you, time goes by too fast.
And 2020 and 2021 just feel like one big blurry fog.
Yeah.
We're all kind of like, what? Being in Hawaii, I was so lucky I could like wake up and be outside and go to the beach. But Hawaii was really good and really strict about mask mandate and all of their policies on, groupings. So I didn't party very much. I didn't go out very often. I spent a lot of time on set and in nature. But what a better place to be if you have to be alone in the woods, be in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I go there one day.
You will.
I will. Fiona, thank you very much for your time. I wish you the best and hope the show will be successful on Amazon. And come back anytime on the likez.
Thank
Would be
you.
nice to have you.
We'll see you
Thank
on
you
the
very
next-
much. And
the next
I keep in
show.
touch with you on Instagram, of course.
Please, please. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys. And thank you guys. Mwah.
Fiona, take care of you. Be blessed. And thank you very much. And
Thank you, my
talk
love.
to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okey-doke. Ciao. Mwah.
Bye.